Namaskar. Welcome back to the example number 4 for the event Health and Longevity. In the previous video, we had a detailed discussion on a female native chart whose destiny on the health is weak. He's prone to have some weak condition. He's prone to have some health issues often. Though it is not indicating any serious health issues, but she is, experiencing some health issues often from minor to little major also. So with the help of the EPS tables, we studied in the previous video the destiny and also which periods she had the problem and what type of problems also we studied. Such studies are always useful by way of studying the EPS tables, because wherein we can see the level wise grouping and the planets Karagatva, all these things we can check in the EPS tables. But in this video, we are going to study the same chart with the help of the PILT table. Though in PILT table, we will not be able to see such level-wise grouping and all such a clear explanation we cannot get how we are able to get from the EPS tables. But in the PILT table, we can easily identify the unfavorable key planet, their role in the destiny and also in the dasa periods. In a particular dasa, which are the unfavorable key planets making the dasa is weak and prone for such health issues. The Buddhi Lord which are having those unfavorable key planets of the dasa Lord only will be strongly giving unfavorable during that Buddhi. So that those things and all we can easily identify with the help of the PILT table. Now let us examine this example chart with the help of the PILT table. Example 4, general weak health condition. We are going to study with the help of the PILT table in this example. As I said, such general weak health conditions or general prospects can be easily, we can analyze from the EPS tables, because in EPS tables, we can find the each planet self-signification and we can see the level-wise grouping also strongly we can see. But in the PILT table, we are trying to find the unfavorable key planets of the destiny and also dasa lord in the Buddhi lords, how they are connected and which dasa Buddhi are supportive for such health issues. Let us examine such PILT table analysis for this example now. This is the birth chart of that female native, and she is Ubaya Lagna. So now we are going to, analyze with the help of the PILT table. Actually, we are going to find the unfavorable key planets which are making the destinies weak, and also we are going to check those planets which are having these unfavorable key planets in the Dasa Buddhi. They can give trouble to the Lagna. So only those things we can focus in this PILT table now, because level-wise grouping and type of decision, all these things, and we can find only with the EPS tables. Now let us make use of this PILT table in identifying the planet which are prone to give troubles. So now I am going to select the self-significators, the same colors only I'm going to select for the selection process also. So use EPS colors and KP check all. Now what we have to do, we have to check the destiny. Which are the unfavorable key planets in the self-signification? You can check, you can see only Jupiter is Lagna Lord and also 6th of Lord, but we're having got all favorable grouping despite 12, 4 and 6 represent Ketu 12. So Jupiter is the only planet is got green color. All the other planets are having got light red or pink or that moderate. Because Mercury is a brown color, it means it is Badhaga Lord. It is not having unfavorable grouping, but representing Rahu has got some weakness. So it is being considered as we have to, we cannot say it is completely unfavorable, but Mercury can become unfavorable. It is connected to the other unfavorable like Rahu and Moon and all, because they are all strongly unfavorable. By looking at the self-signification colors itself, we could see that only one planet, Jupiter, is favorable. All other are having some weakness. Jupiter and Sun are comparatively better, but all other planets are having some unfavorable, because Ketu having 12, Venus 6 and 8 and 10, and Moon having strongly unfavorable, Mars 5, 12, 7 and 2, and Rahu having 6 and favorable and unfavorable. All are mixed planets are present. And Jupiter is good. Saturn is having light red, second lord, third lord. Occupying 10th house is not a problem, but 8 and 12 star lord. Mercury is a mixed one. I mean, Bhadaga lord having got some mixed signification by way of second planet. So no planet is strongly favorable. It is clearly indicating it. I mean, because these planets only are going to play a role as the rulers, a star lord or sub lord or in supports also. That way, that basically that destiny is not strong for the health prospect. Moreover, it is not indicating strong, unfavorable, unfavorable key planets also. Only Moon is playing and Saturn. I mean, it is indicating some sort of defects, and the Moon is having also unfavorable signification. So, but we have to see which are the planets are having these unfavorable key planets. Those planets only can give trouble. So you can check that Lagna of Lord Jupiter in the star of Saturn. Saturn is a light red, it is having unfavorable, means it is not having 6, 8, 12. It is talking about 2, 10, and 8 and 12. It is indicating some defects, right? And sublord planet Venus, Venus is the 6th lord occupying 8th house and 11th lord 5 and 9. So it is mixed significator. So that Venus is got the Moon and Saturn in their support. So the unfavorable key planet, Moon and Mars, are influencing the 6th lord. So 6th lord planet, Venus, is becoming unfavorable because of the supports. Saturn is weak. I mean, it is giving trouble, and the Lagna Lord is having Moon in supports. So the destiny is indicating some weakness, but not having that 6, 8, 12 grouping in the star level, sub level. It is not indicating any serious health issues, making the destiny is completely unfavorable for the health. So Lagna Lord having got some weakness at the star level and sub level, especially Venus is having problem and Saturn is giving trouble, and supported by the Moon and Saturn, right? So now, in which dasa the native was running, that native was running from the, from the childhood, it was running Rahu. Rahu dasa, you can see in Rahu dasa, which is the unfavorable key planet, Rahu itself. Rahu is playing role and supported by Mercury. So definitely the Bugdi Lord which are having the Rahu in the ruler, that destiny, that native will face problem. Which are the planets are having the Rahu in the rulers? You can see Moon is having Rahu. And in the star level also having that in supports and 2A level and sub level. Moon itself is playing in the in the source level. Moon is unfavorable, 8th lord and occupying 6th house. In the star and sub of this planet, it is unfavorable, but the star lord Mars is having 5th lord having some mixed significations. So Ragu Dasa, Moon Bugdi, the native would have faced problem. Then in Jupiter Dasa, look at Jupiter Dasa, which are the unfavorable key planet, making that Jupiter is weaker, definitely the star level planet Saturn. And the other planet which is making that Jupiter weak is Moon, because Moon is the free planet and unfavorable key planet is influencing the Jupiter also, and also Venus, sublord of the Jupiter. So in Jupiter Dasa, which planet is making that Jupiter is weak? Saturn. That Saturn, Moon, Venus, they are the unfavorable key planets. So the Bugdilar, which is having these Saturn and Moon and Venus in their ruler, only Venus is not going to help it. So Saturn should be strongly present, and also Moon, if it is present, it can give trouble. So which are the planets are having that in Jupiter Dasa? Saturn and Saturn and also Moon. Jupiter itself can give trouble because star level having got issue. Under that Jupiter, the native had a problem definitely in Moon, because Moon is playing, and you can see Moon itself is one of the key planet influencing the Jupiter, and of course that Moon in itself is going to play role. Definitely, it is going to give trouble. And after Jupiter, Saturn Bugdi. Saturn Bugdi can give trouble during that Jupiter Dasa. Definitely Saturn Bugdi will give trouble during that Jupiter Dasa, Saturn Bugdi, because Jupiter is the unfavorable planet. Saturn is playing role in the source, and also that 2A level planet Rahu and Venus, importantly, other unfavorable key planet Venus is playing role here, having got Saturn in its supports. Moon also playing. So it means unfavorable key planet of the Jupiter, Saturn, and Venus are playing role for Saturn. So during Saturn Bugdi, definitely the native will have the problem. After that Saturn Bugdi, now I am focusing only on the Bugdi Lord, because finding the Bugdi Lord with the help of the key planets of the Dasa Lord is important. Within that Bugdi Lord, which are the Antra are supportive for the health issues, having got the key planets of the Bugdi Lord, we have to check it. So those things and all we can easily do with the EPS table than with the PILT table, because therein the grouping of houses also important. Now, under Saturn, after Saturn, Mercury is coming. Whether Mercury is having that Jupiter's unfavorable planet Saturn, yes, Mercury having that Saturn in 2A level and last level. Star Lord of the Sublord Venus is playing, Saturn is playing, and it is having that Venus also. Saturn is having Venus in supports, and you can see Moon is playing role. Moon is a Moon, the common detrimental planet. It is playing role for Mercury. So Mercury also will have the problem, but Mercury period will be comparatively better than Saturn, because star level is Jupiter is a favorable key planet. So during Mercury, the native will face problem, but when compared to that Saturn, this planet is going to be comparatively lesser, right? Because of the star level and sub level Jupiter is favorable. Right after Mercury, which are the other periods has got that Saturn in the ruler? Ketu is not having, Venus is not having. Yes, Sun is having. Sun is having Saturn, so unfavorable K planet of the Dasa Lord Jupiter. Saturn is playing role in the star lord of the star lord and sublord for the Sun, and also Moon also playing role. So that way, that Sun, the Bugdi under the Jupiter will give trouble, but it will give recovery also, because the favorable K planet Jupiter is playing role, right? So here also playing role, and here also playing role, so that there will be a recovery also, because forming ruler link, all level Jupiter is passing ruler link. So during Jupiter Dasa, Jupiter Bugdi, she had the issue. Jupiter Dasa, Saturn Bugdi had the issue. Jupiter Dasa, Mercury Bugdi also had the issue. And Jupiter Dasa, Sun Bugdi also had the issue, because they are all having the unfavorable key planet of the Dasa Lord Saturn. In general, the Moon is going to be unfavorable. So all the Bugdis will have some sort of issue during the Moon Antra. Moon Bhukti or Moon Antra. So because Moon is commonly, it is influencing Jupiter also, and so that way definitely Moon will give some trouble, and as Antra it will support for other Bhuktis, right? So that way, with the help of the PILT table, we can find the role of the unfavorable key planet of the Dasa Lord, which are making that Bhukti is weak. Those Bhukti will give trouble under that Dasa Lord. So that sort of things we can get from the PILT table. But specific events, specific health issues during which dasa, which bukti, which antra, bukti we have selected. Within that bukti, which antra can give trouble. All these things we had a detailed discussion in the EPS table. That is going to be the in a detailed manner I explained. So that the way we have to analyze. But with the help of the PILT table, we can identify the planets. So, level-wise study is important. Importantly, we can find only with the EPS table. So that is the master table. I think we're able to understand the usage of the key planets of the Dasa Lord and Bugdi Lord. In the help of the PILT table, we can find the unfavorable Bugdis and Dasas in the particular chart. So we'll meet in the next video. Good luck.